What's up, my round diggers? We are back. It's been a long time. I'll come back to gaming videos after this. My shenanigans are done. So today I'm gonna rank basically all the party members except for two, Makoto and Fuka. Two reasons. Makoto himself, he's an all rounder. He can do anything, so he's like best by a mile. And Fuka is a different type. Like when you're grading Fuka, it's like it's different because Fuka also helps you in exploration and other stuff. Sure, some healers also help you in exploration to get heals, but I felt like adding Fuka here would be weird because for me it would be hard to grade her. Now, please ignore some of the pictures. I'm very bad at this. This I guess extra is here so I can like put characters back in the spots. But on the only two pictures, good ones I have is Kormaru and I guess the best girl and the best boy. But let's continue. Let's start from the bottom. And honestly, it's so weird to me. If you can't see, I'll just spell out the name. It's weird to me. Akihiko, I was like, I should put him at last. I think Akihiko has got the short end of the stick in this game because the meta in Persona games that was in whenever P3 was released and in P4 and the meta now is vastly different. Back then, techniques like Marin Karin and like all these like charm techniques, poison techniques, so many of these techniques sucked in older games. Like when they work, they were amazing. When I say older games, I mean in P3. In P1, they're just broken, but in P3, they all sucked because if they don't work, you waste a turn, and it's gonna take a while until it works. And but if it works, they're like pretty broken. So in the PS2 version, Akiko might have been the best character because he had Matarunda, Masukunda, and Marakunda. Attack lowering, evasion lowering, and defensive lowering for the enemy. He also did like pretty good damage, I would say, for what he was doing. He also had some healing capabilities. He was like a support that can do damage. He was like if like Makoto didn't exist with multiple personas, he would have been like the best character by a mile. Reload comes around. Marakunda is given to Mitsuru, taken from Akiko. Masakunda is given to Yukari, taken from Akiko. Now Akiko is Matarunda. Now, for me personally, I do prefer Matarunda, but in the PS2 version. Now, attack lowering isn't that much issue. Let me tell you why. In the old games, basically what would have happened is the when you enter a boss fight, mostly like the Tara's boss fights, they hit so hard that it's hard for you to strategize. They hit so hard turn one that it's like, okay, what should I do here now? Because you enter a boss fight, you don't know what you're like facing again. So you use Akihiko. It's a coin flip at times, hoping he does Matarunda. You use Marakukaja, you get like this whole defense and their attack lowered. You get hit, you survive with a decent amount chunk of HP. You see, okay, this enemy does this, so then you prepare the boss fight. During the boss fight for that, like strategize, okay, what should I do against this boss? So Akiko back then was pretty good. Now though, the problem I have with him is he has a good Theurgy, the first one. It's an AoE, but then here's the thing. A lot of bosses in this, sure, Tara's bosses, sure, but they're pathetic. And like full moon bosses, there's like what? Only a handful that are like multiple. So like, even when you fight multiple bosses in full moons, you're basically fighting them one at a time. Technically, the October 4, there are two full moon bosses. One of them is hiding until you defeat the other one. So his first DOG sucks. In the Love Hotel, you're fighting them separately. In the underground basement or whatever the army thing, you're fighting two, but they separate and then come back together. So it's like he has a role. He's good, but then you have these characters with like support DOGs, not you. Next up is I guess. The picture is really loud, so she's coming here. I guess I really like I guess. I think she's pretty good. Her damage is fine. She's good. But again, Tyuji, man. Tyujis are now so important. And the I just don't know. She does good. She gives Mataru Kaja. She can like do good damage. She's physical. The issue I have with her is she's physical only. I do like her Orgia mode. It's way better than the one in the PS2 version and the PSP version. I like her Orgia mode. I also do like her having some sort of support. She has good physical attacks. My main issue is that both of her theurgies, her first theurgy is really good because her attack increases and she's like doing good damage to the enemy. Her second theurgy is just an attack. Now I'm at a point where I just look at myself, unless you're him, we're gonna come to this guy. I think damage ain't important. Aegis is good, but the rest of them are better. Now, Junpei. Now, this is where I want to keep my biases away, because this is where I'll talk. Like, you might look at 6 and you might say, oh no, Junpei's so low. Characters like Junpei, Chie, Yusuke is fine from P5, but Chie, Junpei, I think even Kanji is kind of fine. I despise these characters because they never crit for me. In my P3 reload run, he has crit more than Junpei. She has crit more than Junpei, though her linked episode gives her crits. She's like a beast in reload. Even Yukari has critted more than Junpei. Shinji also has critted, but you know. I don't know. Junpei, I don't know. Junpei, Chie, these characters hate me. I told my brother we're playing P4G recent, like I ended it recently, like today I guess, or a few hours ago. I was like, during my run with P4G, I told my brother, I hate Chie, and my brother was like, wait, what? Why? I hate Junpei. I hate these type of characters. I was like, they don't crit for me. I complete their linked episodes in reload. I give them the best equip. These characters, I level up them. I do this. I do that, and they're like, they don't crit. I don't know. Like, make it make sense. I see videos, YouTube videos. People go, oh, Junpei crit 3 enemies in a row. I was like, I go on the internet, who's the best character to fight against the Reaper? People are like, Junpei, because he crits a lot. I bring him in, doesn't crit. And I was like, okay. I mean, that was in the first version, I think, yeah. I think you can crit. Yeah, you can crit the Reaper. This man did not crit for me. I remember, I think it was Yukari or Mitsuru that critted for me against the Reaper. He did not crit for me. I hate this guy. But he's higher because I do love his second theurgy. When I first read his theurgy, I was like, oh, this sucks because he does not have any support abilities. But I do like one thing. Junpei's magic attack sucks because he can't do magic damage that much. You have to rely on physical damage. I wouldn't say you have to remove Agiden. Don't do that because you need to like hit weaknesses as often to get an all-out attack. My main thing about his whatchamacallit, basically how his theurgy works. You have to crit to increase the bar. Okay? Physical attacks takes your HP. What happens is you keep on attacking, you get his theurgy. You use his theurgy, it does too much damage. It's really good. But what I like about his theurgy is it resets Junpei. He gets the full heal. Chidori, boom. He gets the full heal. And his theurgy probably has the best animation, though I'm not counting like that. But I do like his theurgy because it's a reset. It's a reset. That's what I really like about his theurgy. Next, you can interchange this. No, actually, no, I gotta put you. There's a reason. I just thought. There's a reason. Ken probably in the game has the best theurgy out of all of them. His second one. He has the best theurgy out of everyone. My main issue with Ken is, I don't know if it's just me, he is really weak defensively. Like, really weak defensively. I was like fighting Nyx at level 99. And Nyx was like, he's the reason I won. And he made Nyx, he can cheese Nyx. What happens is, I try to use his theurgy. I fight a lot of, like, Taurus bosses. And also Nyx. And I go, okay. his Tyuji is amazing because it's basically a reset and you get like a magic wall and attack. You get a magic mirror and an attack mirror. I think Megidolan, yeah, Megidolan doesn't work against it, but you basically are repelling for the next turn and everybody gets hit with Samarikar. Though I would say don't go chasing after Samarikar. Don't go thinking, oh, I'm gonna use Ken's Tyuji when like two other party members are dead or one of the other party members did. I think that kind of thinking is stupid. He does heal as well. The reason I say that is because I tried that, but the issue that happens with me is so my team, Junpei, Makoto, Mitsuru, and Ken. I keep his Tyuji in my back pocket. But what happens is he dies. And these guys don't die. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, and then when you revive him, Tyuji gets, you know, what you call it is the Tyuji bar is not filled. It resets to the middle, 50%, I believe. And I go, oh dang, I literally was. That's one thing. His Tyuji in paper, and even if he can use it effectively, his ceiling of his Tyuji is the best. But he himself, his damage ain't good. He is a good healer, but there's another one that's I think far superior. His second Tyuji is a reset basically, and the reason I cheese Nyx is Cheese has this Nyx not cheese. Nyx has this sweep technique which is a physical attack. I use his Tyuji. Nyx got hit with 4 physical attacks, repelled, and he died. She died. So on like if you have like situation set for you, he is probably here 2 or 3, but there are a lot of times where I've seen him just get killed, and I just don't. It's weird. He on paper he's amazing, but you have to get to that. Though you can you can interchange these two. Mitsuru, I was shocked. There was a time when I was like, she's 2, but no. Mitsuru is like, she's damage, and but also she has some support capabilities. She can do Marine Curry. Now this is where I actually bring out the meta point. In the PS2 version, these techniques, Marine Curry, Tentafaru, or whatever they were called, they sucked. Now they're broken because they're broken for the both of us. The enemy uses it, you get hit by it. You use it, you get hit by it. The enemy gets hit by it. Like her Marine Curry is too good. Like there are like very like 1 or 2 times I've seen it not work, and they're like, it's like her doing Marine Curry. She also gets Tentafaru, right? She gets confusing, right? Oh my god, I'm missing. Hers is like really good. Like she has like support capabilities. She has Rakunda taken away from Akiko. She has Rakunda, which is busted because that means you can like lower defense and attack more. Her second Tyuji does a lot of damage. Now I was about to put her at top because I was like, oh, it does almighty damage, but I just realized that Tyujis ignore resistances. So even if she doesn't do almighty damage, it doesn't matter. It's more so like massively almighty, severe, fire damage, stuff like that. Her Tyuji, both of them are good. What I would have preferred though is keep her second Tyuji the same, but this would have made her broken. Yeah, one more thing that makes her broken is that this also nerfs Akiko. So in the PS2 version, if an enemy is shocked, you can guaranteed crit, and if the enemy is frozen, you can hit them more with like these ailments. They reverse that in Reload. And if the enemy is shocked, I believe you can do more ailments, I think. But like if it's frozen, it's guaranteed crit. Here's the thing though. They already improved the ailments, but the crit is the same. So I like Akihiko is like, and the weird thing is, it's stupid. Akihiko can shock the enemy. He has physical attacks. He can't do Marine Current and stuff. She can freeze the enemy. She has Marine Current. She also has physical attacks. She has Bufuden and like what's it called, the next Diamond Dust. And I just go, excuse me, She sucked in the PS2 version, and now she's like top 4. I don't know. Okay, next character. I was surprised. Oh yeah, I was about to say her first theory of maybe guaranteed freezes or had some sort of support capabilities. I don't know. Maybe like, oh wait, no. Her theory reduces attack and like debuffs, right? Oh yeah, actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, she's 3. I'll tell you why. I forgot. She debuffs in her second theurgy. I forgot about that. Hold on. Yeah. She debuffs and she has concentrate. I I just I just forgot. Yeah, okay, let's just go to Kormaru and why put him down. Korm I got oh yeah, I forgot to open the music. Okay, I got sidetracked. I just checked. Oh yeah, her damage is broken. There's someone else whose damage is more broken, but we're gonna come back to him. Okay, let's talk about Kormaru. Uh, Kormaru is really good. I don't know. I think Atlas, because of Shinji's and Koromaru's relationship, this feels like a character that was made for Shinji. Koromaru, and I guess you can make the case Junpei as well, but I just shut up, Junpei. He has the one of the best second. Like you can make the case he has the best TUG, second TUG. Him, you, or you. Yours is tough because on paper, yours is best, but on use, it depends on how you use it. So you can make this case it has some strategy behind it. Yours is amazing, debuffing, and you can use concentrate to even like increase your damage. Yours is support that gives everybody power charge. Power charge basically physical attacks are amped up to double. Basically, how could I explain? Like, it's concentrate is magic. Focused is physical. Basically makes everybody focus. I think that's how it is, right? And and in this game, darkness skills have gone powerful. So again, Mudun and stuff are pretty good in this. He has Aiga. He also has Agiden. One thing I would have to talk. A lot of people don't talk about this for Koromaru for some reason. Koromaru's agility is really high. So let's assume you fight, you don't get C's advantage. It's a neutral. Koromaru gets the first turn no matter what. His agility is so high, he will get you the first turn. So even if you don't get C's advantage, he will get a first turn. After that, if enemies have like more agility than the other characters, you can just get a weakness. You can do Mamudun or hit a weakness, then shift to Makoto or whoever has the weakness. A lot of people, I see this a lot. A lot of people don't talk about it. That's the one reason I liked him in FES. And also because of his high agility, a lot of attacks miss. He is Ultra Instinct. But I just realized I'm stupid. Well, let's just put number 2 and number 1. Maybe I'm making a mistake. But this character just... I'm going to talk about you later because I just don't... Yukari, I think, probably my favorite out of all of these characters because she's the most fun out of all of them. Maybe Mitsuru, but Yukari might be my personal favorite. And I'll tell you the reason why. She's a support that can do damage. She has 2 TOGs. One is a damage, one is a support TOG. So there's like a strategy going on. Her second TOG is basically... the opposite of Koromaru. Basically, Koromaru gives power, like physical attacks, double damage, power charge. She has mind charge, focus, and concentrate. And she gives it to everyone. I think her second 2G's animation is okay. But like her first 2G's animation is amazing. Her first 2G does really good damage. And I think out of all of them, hers is the most, not counting Makoto, hers is the most easy to activate because her role is that she's the healer. She heals. And when you do a linked episode, your SP is half for skills. Or I think it's just healing skills. What happens is you use her to heal. She does good damage. You can use her to attack. Her Tyuji like racks up fast. So you can activate, then you have your Tyuji. You can do two things. Either you can use her to damage the enemy if you think the enemy is about to die, or you can use her to make everybody concentrate and do like massive damage. Concentrate. So she's my favorite character out of all of them because she has like this tech behind her, strategy behind her, and she's like an all-rounder. And her damage is pretty good. Like for what she does, it's pretty good. But let's talk with Shinji. I don't know what the heck were Atlas thinking. Are they stupid? Are they did not? I know why they made Shinji as he is. I'm just shocked that they made, because he's literally the character I go against. He is literally the characters like in Persona games that I hate. I talk about Junpei. I talk about Chie. I talk about Yusuke I really like from P5. But I talk, even Kanji is kind of like that. He's literally that, what I hate, but he's too good. Shinji, you can make one thing about Shinji, he's the most boring character of all of them to play with. But he is too good. To a point how I got his all-out attack animation was I used Curse Piper to get the enemy's weakness and then did the all-out attack. This guy just does too much damage. I'm sorry. I know why they did that. This guy is just doing too much damage. And he has no support abilities. He has one character exclusive skill as well that none of these characters have, which I really wanted them to have because future Persona games do have that, but it didn't. He uses Bloody Charge, reduces his HP, but then he can he basically has a power charge. Oh, focus, right? Yeah, focus is for physical attacks. So he basically has that. And his damage, I have always said that damage for main characters is side characters is not needed because the main character can do enough damage to a point where side characters don't need it, because at some point the main character reaches a level where nobody can replicate the damage the main character does, right? But Sandline, this is Sandline, right? Yeah. But me personally, I look at Shinji and he comes to a point in a game where, unless you're leveling up Makoto and making personas, to a point Makoto will outdamage him, but his damage is too good to a point he doesn't he crits, the enemy's dead. He doesn't crit, maybe one enemy might survive with a silver a small amount of HP, and then the other characters can kill him. I don't know what they did with him. You can say one thing is that he, like I said, he's a boring character, but he's really powerful. He does not have any support. And the reason I said Koromaru is made for him, Koromaru does Revolution, and I think he does Revolution, he gives crit. And he can do so much damage. And I know why they gave him damage. So, the Hermit boss fight in Persona 3. You fight the Hermit Arcana where Junpei gets kidnapped and stuff. You fight the Hermit Arcana where Junpei in the Polonium Mall. I don't know how many hints I can give you. So Shinji has a cutscene. Ken has too, but I think it's because you can use him as a healer. Basically, the Hermit Arcana's defense is very high. Literally, his defense, the Hermit Arcana Shadow, has a really high defense. And he has this charge up move where you have to do a certain amount of damage for him to not do that move. He can, if you don't do it, he can do a damage. Shinji is not weak against anything, but he's not strong against anything. If I'm correct, right? They kept that same. And so he can take the hit. But he can do a lot of damage to a point where he can stop that charge up attack. And he can do a lot of damage because he's the one who can kill that shadow with ease, because that shadow's defense is very high. I can see why they made Shinji like that. Either they were they did not care about Tartarus because they were we gotta care to fight for Shinji and he's just gonna go eventually. So it's better to just give him a fight and then make him like powerful enough, like really powerful in Tartarus. That's what I think they went with Shinji, because he's too good for just a damage dealer. I don't know. Like, this is the character. Like, okay, my personal preference of how I make my team is main character does a lot of damage, and then I filled it with support. Maybe add another character that does damage. Yeah, like that character has support capabilities. But my friend is playing Persona 4 Golden, and his team was Narukami, Chie, Naoto, and Yukiko. And I was like, why do you have a lot of damaging characters? Like, I was like, he likes Chie. So I was like, remove Naoto and add Teddy, because he has like Marakunda and stuff. But my friend was like, no, I have kept Narukami as support and all the other characters do damage. And I was like, I don't like, that's a strategy I go against, but I was like, that's not a bad strategy. Because now you have 3 characters doing damage, and because of Third Awakenings, those characters do a lot of damage, and some of them have support abilities because of Third Awakenings. I did go that, like, that's a good strategy. So I really did like that strategy, as much as I like am opposed to. I might not use it myself. Maybe I might do it in the future. So maybe I don't like damage characters, but if you don't even need to make a team around him. You can bring him and Makoto. Makoto can just guard. Makoto can just guard or do Matarukaja, and Shinji can cook. That's how good he is. I don't know why they made him that good. I don't know what they were thinking. They just said, okay, Shinji is boring. Let's just make him busted. I don't know. I genuinely am confused, but this is my list. If you're opposed to it, tell in the comments. No need to fight. This is also all like preference and perspective. For you, Ken might be high, Komaru might be high. These two are pretty basic, honestly. You, I think, got the short end of the stick because of the new meta in Persona 3. You're really good, but I think you having like two physical attack theurgies. I'm like, I really like your theurgy. At first I read it, I was like, it sucks, but I really like your theurgy. This is one where I might have put him low because crits don't work for me. I'm sorry. You are really good, but I wish your defense and offense was a bit higher. Like every time, like I've heard so many times, Mom, help me, and stuff like that when he dies. Something like that. He says like that, right? But you're too weak defensively. Your second theurgy is amazing, but hers is like, she just debuffs. Debiliate, right? It's called. She just debuffs. Again, she's my favorite out of all of them to play with. That sounds weird to use. Oh my god, that sounds weird too. To use in the party of Persona 3 Reload, the JRPG turn-based, I guess. Yeah, whatever. But you're just something else. I don't know. Like this is an anomaly. Like you go to P4, you see Yukiko. She's really, really good. She also heals. But like you see Naoto, you like go to P5, you see Yusuke and Makoto, and they're like good characters, but this is, I don't know why. I can understand why they did that. It was like a parting gift, but seriously, why Atlas? Shinji is too good. I don't know why. But I'm gonna come back to gaming videos. I've gotten better. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on notification bell. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona video. Hopefully the next one will be gaming, maybe Persona 0. I need to remember, like I did set some conditions on some games. There was some with dating. I might remove those, some conditions. No. I want to keep the portable conditions same. Oh yeah, another reason I want to talk about Akihiko and portable. I really want him, but he's a he. He's not a she. I really wish. I'm doing a portable all-female run, but yeah. Akihiko would have been really good, but I can't use him. But hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona video. Subscribe, bye, peace. I've gotten better, so bye.